Sheesh.
Well, the midnight headlight find you on a rainy night, steep grade up ahead, slow me down, making no time. But I gotta keep rolling. Those are windshield wipers.
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today I'm checking out Eddie Rabbitt, Driving My Life Away. Now, I thought I would be checking out Eddie Rabbitt for the absolute first time, blind reaction, but when I looked up this song, which I've never heard the song before, he wrote, I believe he's the original, I Love the Rainy Nights. I could be incorrect, but I've definitely heard a song, I Love the Rainy Nights, has a twang to it. I really liked it. And if that's the version I heard, I just never know. Because I've mixed up so many covers and remixes on this song. They're like, yo, you didn't, blah. And then I look like a fool, which is fine, because that's what happens when you're doing discovery. But I've never heard this song before. And a good amount of people asked me to check this song out in the comments. And so I was like, okay, let me see what's up with Eddie. And then when I looked this song up, I saw Rainy Nights. So if he made Rainy Nights, or I Love the Rainy Nights, I believe that's the name of the song, then I'm familiar with Eddie Rabbitt. I just never knew his name was Eddie Rabbitt, and that's who did that song. So other than that, this is the first time reaction. I've never heard Driving My Life Away, and this is the first time we react to Eddie Rabbitt on the channel, I believe. Anyways, I love it, man. You see this masculinity on the screen? Oh, it's not on the screen yet. But he rocking the hairy chest, man. I came from that era. I remember my mom would always be like, eat your greens, it'll put hair on your chest. Right? And that was the thing. Women were attracted to that masculinity, that grizzly bear. I'm the gorilla. I got a hairy chest. Come on. That Tom Selleck mustache, right? Now it's like, oh, shave it all off, men. Like dudes out here looking like the chicks, man. Anyways, what do I know? What do I know, you guys? But I'm just saying, from this picture, this was that the time of masculinity. So anyways, if you guys are here for it, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, 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 welcome back. 40.
All right, you guys, let me get this logo down and pull the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. If you want to check out my family travel vlog, awesome. I also have a commentary channel, Pegasus versus the World. But over there, we do a little something different. Over here is where we do the music and the music reactions. If you want access to the reactions early, there's a link in the description to our membership. Gives you early access, big catalog, and I update it every single day. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for your support. Huge shout out to all the members. Let's go. Go check this out on Eddie Rabbitt's YouTube. That's where I'm watching this, but you can stream his music. Reactions are never a substitute for the original content, so go rock. Now, I think I say that about the hairy chest thing because I got a hairy chest, right? And, what I would do to transfer the hair on my chest to my scalp, I ain't willing to sell my soul, but, come on now. If I could put this right here and show up, like, hey, I have a Jerry curl, bruh. I would love to have a Jerry curl, man. Yo, son, Lord, you know how people do the rain dance? I'm doing the hair follicle dance these days, you guys. All right, let's go. This is Driving My Life Away by Eddie Rabbitt.
Well, the midnight headlight find you on a rainy night, steep grade up ahead, slow me down, making no time. But I gotta keep rolling. Those are windshield wipers slapping out a tempo, keeping perfect rhythm with the song on the radio. But I gotta keep rolling. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way.
Yo, this definitely has to be like a truck driver's anthem. right? I actually can relate to this, and I'll tell you guys why. But this has to be like a truck drivers, like semi truck drivers anthem, because that's literally what it sounds like. We're 51 seconds in, and it's just like, oh snap! I really like his voice. I like the music. I like where it's going because if you've ever driven for a really long time, and I can relate to this, I'll talk about it in a second. Him noticing the windshield wipers going to the tempo, lining up to the tempo of a song while you're driving is that happens. Like if you're really driving for a long time, you start noticing these little subtleties and stuff. You know what I mean? It's almost like you're going crazy a little bit. And I feel like we're in a society where people drive less and less, maybe because of affordability. Anyway, this could also be for like a bus driver or people doing like FedEx and stuff, driving like that's what this reminds me of. I'm gonna tell you guys how I relate to this. I'm an underground, independent hip hop artist, rapper. Always was kind of like the starving artist in the sense of, just out there grinding to pay the bills when I was touring, and I straight edge. I don't really drink. I've drank in my life, but I've never been drunk ever. So I've been always straight edge. So I've always been the DD and I've always driven us on tour, right? Sometimes we're driving cars, sometimes we're driving vans. When we were in a tour bus, we did have a tour bus driver, but I've been a tour manager for bigger groups than myself where we've toured in tour vans and I've had to drive the tour van with the trailer, learn how to park with the trailer on it. And though all the hours and hours and hours that I've spent driving to concerts and being on the highways all over the country, and even I had to drive this younger rapper, All Flows Reach Out, Afro, and Marco Polo, a producer. I drove them on their tour together in Europe, and I had to drive all through Europe except for the UK. So I literally really relate to this song, just as a driver, as someone who's driven almost every single tour I've been on, except for two, and those were tour bus tours. Other than that, I've always driven on the tour. And sometimes I have an anchor person who helps the drives, and sometimes it's just me. And so I really relate to this. One of my good friends owns a semi-truck company, and he's currently driving. He was just driving for the Metallica tour, and now he's driving for like a K-pop tour. And this is what it reminds me of. This stuff, just driving my life away, da-da-da-da. Anyways, let's go. We rocking with Eddie Rabbit. For some reason, he reminds me of Kenny Loggins a little bit. No? Looking like Kenny Loggins. Kenny Loggins looking ass is what they say in the streets. He look a little, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Look, man. Throw me that hairline, dog. Let's go.
Well, the truck stopped cutie coming on to me, trying to talk me into a ride, said I wouldn't be sorry. She was just a baby. Hey, waitress, pour me another cup of coffee. Pop it down, jack me up, shoot me out, flying down the highway. Looking for the morning.
the way he delivered the verses was fire. And Judy, Booty, like the way it was almost like he's rhyming, he's singing. There was this recent reaction I did to whatchamacallit, Bob Dylan. I think it was like subterranean, da 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 da. You know what I'm talking about. But it reminded me of a little bit of wordplay like that, but not. The other thing is what he was talking about. I thought that was crazy, where he's talking about that girl. Because if you know truckers, I think they call them lot lizards. Yo, those chicks, the chick like lot lizards. I think they're kind of like the 304s of the trucking. You know, they out there ready to slurp it on up, man, for a ride or whatever. I don't know exactly, but I've heard the terminology, a lot lizard. But he said she was just a baby. He was saying she's too young. She's like, get on out of here, girl. Go on, man. She's too young. And I just thought that was kind of wild how he just slipped that in there, like the storyline of like literally like this is like a truck driver. Now for me, I was like, oh, maybe this is about a touring musician or something, but it's not. It's literally about being a truck driver, because that one experience I've seen and heard stories of stuff, like that. That's how I knew the term lot lizard. Oh, she a lot lizard, dog. I was like, bro, calm your ass down, man. What the hell? Anyways, but dude, that's crazy. There's so much different type of music out there. That one, I didn't expect that, especially after, trying to find it and finding out he made the song "I Love the Rainy Nights." But I think any truck driver would relate to that, because being a truck driver, it's actually really hard to stay healthy too. Like, because you're sitting driving, you're sitting in this type of position, and it's real similar to like a desk job in the sense of sitting. But you get tired because your mind is alert watching all these things. And even though you're not like lifting weights or like, dumping concrete or digging, a ditch, like it's physically demanding driving. It's something about that mental. I notice every time I have to do a 6-hour haul, a 6-hour drive, I am freaking beat, So anyways, I like that song. And it was mad catchy. The way he did the lyrics, dude, that was flame. Kind of gave me some rapidy rap, like rappers be doing stuff like that nowadays too. Anyways, I probably should have looked when that came out. I rock with this. I like Eddie Rabbit. Yeah. The age of when you could have hair on your chest and rock it and get dimes, get a 10. You could pull a 10 like, oh, Poppy. Yep. It used to be a thing. Anyways, let me know what I got, what I missed. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ.